Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this episode of Jesse Green Live. I've got a real treat for you today. My guest is JP of Il Forno Pizza. If you're from Frederick, Maryland, you know where to get the best pizza in town. Il Forno Pizza. JP, we're in his new business.
Yep.
In Boonesboro, Maryland, called Vanish Hall. This used to be an old livestock auction building. I was telling him when I came here, I probably hadn't been in this part of this building for over 60 years. And man, I was just a little kid then. I was 3 years old then.
Yeah, this has been named many things. It was Stingers 20 years ago.
Yes.
It's been lots of different things, and everyone, the old school people in this area all remember it as a cattle auction. That used to be a pit down there, and they would literally bring the animals in here and you bid on them right here.
Yeah, and when you down at that level, I know when you went this way and this way, it was nothing but a labyrinth out there of stalls.
Yep.
And walkways over the top.
Yep,
and
we have pictures in there. It's crazy.
And as a little kid, my parents would come here not for the livestock auctions, but they would have auctions of household goods.
Yep, they sold everything.
Like that.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
That's okay. This is why we're live.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so this has been many different things. We decided we wanted to make it a venture to comedy, music, wrestling. Of course, we'll talk about all that later, but this is 750 seats, and it's sort of out in the middle of nowhere. A lot of people come to our steakhouse, don't even know it's here. They literally don't even know it's back here, but we're going to promote it, and we're going to have some really fun events here.
Well, you've had some good events so far.
We have. We've done, we did Steel Pulse, we've done Jaw Works, we did Bob Perry from Kix' son, did his record label here. We've had some good stuff. But a lot of good stuff coming. We did.
You had a showing of the Boondock Saints?
We did the Boondock Saints here. We had a lot of celebrities, and the director was here. We sold tickets. We're going to be doing the Blair Witch soon, which is going to be awesome. And the Eddie Sanchez will be here to speak. So that's going to be really fun, too. So me and Jesse are talking about some other things, too. We'd love to show movies here, and this is such an old school feel. You know, get a drink a beer, have a steak, and watch a movie. I don't think there's anything better. It's going to be awesome.
That's right. That's right. You know, it's amazing. It looks the same in here, but it looks completely different.
Does it?
Yeah, it still has the feel, the seats and everything, but man, the upgrades in here has been wild. And I came in here expecting the pit to still be here.
Oh yeah, no, that's the first thing they raised that up. One thing Carlos says is that it's oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, it's got a big stage here. I guess an area out there for dancing or.
Yep, that becomes a dance floor out there, and that'll be where the wrestling ring goes for Voltage Wrestling. So
I was telling Russell, probably what they'll be able to do is slide the ring right up against the stage here.
Yep.
And we'll be able to enter through here.
Oh yeah.
And walk right onto the stage.
Oh yeah.
Right onto the ring.
The walkouts are going to be awesome here. We have the upper levels.
Got all the lights.
Yep.
Oh
it's gonna be really cool.
I tell you, this might fulfill. When I didn't know I was ever going to get into the wrestling business, but when I did get into it, there was two things on my bucket list I wanted to do. I wanted to perform in Hagerstown, and I've done that 3-4 times now. Got a show. By the time we show this, it's already going to be over. But we did another show in downtown Hagerstown, a free show.
Oh, okay.
That's happening this weekend, but it was probably 2 weekends ago.
Awesome.
You understand?
Great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I get it. We
and then what is it? November 9th?
15th.
15th. November 15th, Voltage Professional Wrestling will be in this venue.
Yes.
Right here.
We've already gotten Buff Bagwell to come. We're going to get a couple others. We're going to have a great slate of people. Jesse will be here. It's going to be awesome. You know that Hulk Hogan fought the Iron Sheik in this building in the 80s. So this was used for wrestling before, and that's really what we want to focus on, getting fun entertainment out here. Shows, movies, comedy, not as much music. I mean, music is great, but maybe dance parties, Taylor Swift things, trivia. We're going to just use this as an event center.
You're going to have Taylor Swift here?
Taylor Swift dance party. I will be playing Taylor
Man.
Swift. Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Not,
I can see the resemblance.
See it a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that she killed Travis Kelce's career, I got him in fantasy, so I'm very mad at Tay-Tay. He hasn't even caught a touchdown yet, so.
Tay-Tay.
But yeah, so this project is pretty cool. It's got a branded steakhouse in front, this 750 seat arena. To the right, behind us, is going to be a sports book, one of the only 4 in Maryland, sports betting, and we're having off-track betting as well. Then you go to the next area, and we're going to put an Il Forno in, which is going to have all of our pizza, pasta, and wings. And next to that, we're doing a Vanish brewery. Vanish is one of the top breweries in the country that's in Luckett's, Virginia. We're doing a second one here. We're doing a coffee shop.
Good name connections.
Yeah. So it's going to be a little town center, like a destination spot.
And if anybody doesn't know where it's at, if you're in the Hagerstown area, it's on old US 40 coming out of Boonesboro. Well, it's the old livestock auction place. Like I said, it's been many different things, but it's the building is, you can't miss the building when you're driving by.
Correct. And it's past the town on the left before getting into the Hagerstown stuff. So it's pretty easy to find, but we have tons of parking. We park at least 500 cars in front, so it's very accessible. And people go to Baltimore, DC all the time for concerts. Just come on up to
just come up here.
Yeah.
Come up here. Because I tell you need to come in here one time to see this. And for all you old timers, I know with my age, I know old timers are diminishing in number, but if you were ever in here during the livestock, come back and see it now, because I was telling them it's amazing. It looks the same, but the feel is 100 complete different. It's I was amazed when I walked in here, because it had been 60 years.
That's crazy. So you'll be Captain Mango?
Oh, Captain Decapitate.
Decapitate, I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic, so I screw up all the time.
That's
so
okay.
You're going to be walking some guys out or helping out?
Not sure who.
Okay.
Not sure who. I'm gonna make sure I end up with a good spot in that show.
Mike says he's got some great talent coming. So.
Because I met JP on the set of Last Night at Terrace Lanes, which is, I'm not sure how this whole movie business is related, but Carlo is part of it, and
well, I can tell you the story how
Eduardo
I get to know.
Sanchez is the
Yes, Carlo is partners with Eddie Sanchez, and they contracted me to do food for what was it called? Last
Night at Terrace
Lanes. So I walked in, and the first thing I saw was a guy in a big pirate outfit, and big guy in a pirate, and I'm like, this is the movie business, I guess. And I was like, and he was like literally doing an interview it was funny as hell. But I fed the staff, and I became friends with Carlo. Carlo and Eddie Sanchez now rent office space from me, and they make their movies right next door to Il Forno. So for pure charity, they've thrown me in 4 movies. I've got about 9 seconds of film time, but it was very fun to do. I love the movie business. It's like a extra credit thing for me. It's so fun. But that's how I met Carlo. I did food for the movies, and he was there the first day. I've actually met a couple of real close friends on the set of that. Ken Arnold became one of my closest friends. I fish with him all the time now.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. If you ever see on Facebook, I'm always out fishing with Ken. Yeah.
And Ken, I didn't meet him, but I saw him on the set of Terrace Lanes. And as an actor, you can appreciate other actors.
Yep.
And I was watching him on the set, and just super professional.
Absolutely.
Because he had one sequence where he kind of started walking over here and came here and talked to me and walked over here. And it was probably a 3-minute scene that they followed him through the whole bowling alley.
Yep.
And just sitting there watching him, he was spot on with every place he had to stop, everything, just timing and everything.
Yep.
And that's a little tough to do, to get that continuity,
especially
when you're doing it 15 times.
Absolutely.
Yep. And so then I saw that he was doing an acting class down in
Annapolis.
Yeah, close to Annapolis.
Around there, yeah.
And I've been taking that, and really good instructor. Anybody looking to fine-tune their acting ability, check out Ken Arnold. I forget what it's called. The actors.
Guide, I think. But I know one thing.
I'll put it at the bottom. I'll put it at the bottom.
Ken Arnold starred in a movie called The Night Watchman, which is one of my favorite horrors on Prime. I'm not sitting here, you know, it's been 6 or 8 years, but
yeah.
It is so fun.
It is
Matt
funny.
Servito's in it, Dan DeLuca's in it. It's really fun, and it's creative, and it's great, and it's still out there. It's one of the most watched horror movies on Prime, and Ken stars in it.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
But I saw that they were looking for extras for last night at Terrace Lanes, and I just went down and signed up as an extra.
Oh, okay.
And when the movie came out, I'm one of those extras in the background. I know what scene I'm in.
Yeah.
But I have to go see that person over there. That's me.
Yeah, that's what I had to do too.
So I ended up there, but then let me think of the sequence then. I think Carlo or somebody connected with him contacted me about, let me think how it happened.
I think Carlo did contact
me about the
additional scene, yeah.
Yeah, the scene for
Ken walking through the whole place.
No, the other movie, Ghost Game.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember which came.
Terrace Lanes was first.
Terrace Lanes was first. Then I think I did the scene.
Then the Jester.
The Jester, that's it. I was trying to remember the sequence of movies there. They contacted me about being in the Jester. I did. I was a gravedigger in the scene. I read for the one gravedigger, and he said the director wanted me to read for the other gravedigger, which was a little bit bigger part.
It was, yeah.
And I got that. So you know, I'm small scene, but I'm prominent in those scenes.
Absolutely, yeah.
For the Jester, which is another awesome movie you need to see. I'm not sure what it's streaming on, but
Amazon, Apple, it's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
And it's getting great reviews, and I think they're actually going to be making a Jester too. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I got killed, so you won't see me as a gravedigger, but
yeah, I'm a concession guy. I sell cotton candy in that. Yeah. In the Jester, at the Markoff's.
Markoff's,
yeah.
Oh, that place is that place was made
that
to
was
have
so
movies
cool.
made at. That was
really cool.
That was good. The cinematography in the Jester was top notch.
Yeah.
I like that. So then I did the Jester, and I guess I impressed somebody because they called me to do one scene for Ghost Game. And I haven't seen it yet. I'm listed in the credits, but one thing I tell people when they first get in the movie business, if you're only an extra or you're only in one scene, don't go bragging to your friends that you're in a movie.
Right.
Because when it comes out, you may not be there. You may not have made the cut, but I assume I made the cut because I'm in the cast.
Yes.
But JP was telling me that they're going to be showing Town named Purgatory.
Purgatory, Town Called Purgatory. That's also Ken Arnold's film. We're going to be doing a screening here. We're going to probably do a couple screenings of horror movies here. We know a lot of people, Jordan and stuff like that, who created. So we're going to do some small horror movies and show them here because we have the space. Why not?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And people own the movies, so we don't have to, you know, just have a good time.
Yeah.
That's really what this space is going to be used for. And meeting people like you and knowing people like you, if you want to show your products here, let's do it. You know?
But a Town Called Purgatory is Ken Arnold and Dan DeLuca.
Matt Servito. Yep. And that was filmed in Austria.
Yeah, they actually shot that whole movie in Austria. But during one of the classes, Ken showed us just one scene of the movie, and I won't say anything about it, but it was a wild scene.
Well done.
And I want to see the movie. It's been shown several times, but it seems like it's always up around Philadelphia on a Friday night.
It's always when it is. Yep.
So I'm glad it's going to be shown here. And JP said that when that's shown, that Ghost Games might be shown along with it. So
Ghost Games is definitely going to be shown with Blair Witch.
Oh, Blair Witch.
Ghost Games.
That's it.
And then Purgatory, we're going to put something else under there. Maybe one local movie, horror movie, or maybe something like Anna Key. Yeah, we'll do a double feature for sure.
This would be a good venue for we've already had a premiere of Anarchy, but that was before the actual movie has won 10, 12 awards.
That's awesome. We'd love to show it here.
You know, best movie, director, actor.
Yep. We get the whole cast here. We get some of the cast.
We could get some of the cast, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It'd be tough to get the lead actress because she's in LA now. But,
oh, is she?
Yeah.
She took the jump.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she was living in Chicago when we shot the movie and just commuting back and forth. But then she made the move to LA.
That's good.
So
she's really good. I've heard she's really talented.
Oh, she is fantastic.
That's awesome.
Fantastic. Made me. Sorry about that, Russell. Made me a whole lot better actor. Yeah. And so yeah, that'd be great to show. That'd be great to show that here. So, tell us about the steakhouse.
Steakhouse. It's called Branded Steakhouse. So we took a little bit of a chance opening a high-level steakhouse in Boonesboro. So what we did, we've scaled back a little bit. We were basically an Americano restaurant now with a couple nice steaks, but we dulled down the menu a little bit because we want people to come Wednesday, Thursday. For concerts and everything else, it's great to have a $50 steak, but we wanted to make it a little more reasonable. So we do El Forno wings now. We do a great prime rib steak and cheese. We do a little bit of variety now, but it's really catching on. And we're doing a lot of shows with like MMA. I'm a big MMA guy. I actually sponsor 14 fighters. So we're bringing an MMA group in here. It is the coolest thing you'll ever see. They do kids that train and they fight each other. But it is so amazing. They hug each other, they bow, they show this great sportsmanship. It is the best event ever. Parents are high-fiving, the kids are girls versus guys, guys versus girls, jiu-jitsu. It's so fun, and there's such great community. So we're doing that in 2 weeks. So this is basically going to be an event center that's going to be used for anything. Anyone has anything they need, just look us up.
And that's good. Hagerstown needed a place like this.
Yep.
You know, it's like I said, it's a little bit outside of Hagerstown, but 10-minute drive.
Yep.
10-minute drive from Hagerstown.
So our goal eventually is Saturday will be, you're going to go to Vanish during the day. You're going to have play in the arcade. You're going to have your kids. You're going to have your dog. You're going to have everything. You're going to make a sports bet. You're going to bet on the Florida Gators. Then you're going to come and you're going to watch a show here. A full day with great parking and a nice area, not a deep city, not DC or Baltimore. Not making fun of them, but, you know, quiet Boonesboro. You get all that up here. So you could really spend a whole day or a weekend up here.
So you mentioned the Gators. You're a Gators fan?
No, not at all. That's the only that just came to my head. I'm a Ravens guy. I'm not a big college sports guy.
Well, I'm only a Gators fan because I have a house in Florida, and I was told when you own property in Florida, you got to pick a team.
You do.
And that was back during the Tim Tebow era.
Oh yeah.
And how do you not like Tim Tebow?
That's exactly right.
And so I'm a Gators fan, and I going around to different venues is Captain Mango. I always mess around with Seminole fans and Gators fans. You know, I go to one and they go, no, that's, and I'll go, okay, I get confused. I forget which is which here. But,
where's your house in Florida?
Basically Daytona Beach.
Oh, okay, all right, great.
It's actually, address is actually Ormond Beach, but nobody knows where that's at. So it's.
My mom lived in Daytona for the last 10 years as a snowbird, and their golf course is in Ormond.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Okay. My lot, the back of my lot ends at the Daytona Beach line.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
okay.
So I just tell people Daytona Beach.
Right.
You know, and if anybody knows the area, then I'll tell them, you know, in Ormond Beach.
Yep.
But yeah, people just don't know. There's so many beaches in Florida. People don't know if you're North Florida or South Florida.
That's right.
Golf
Daytona,
place.
everyone knows. So
Daytona, everybody knows where Daytona is at. So, so not knowing the exact date when this is going to air, we can't be specific and say this is coming up and this is coming up this weekend and all. But in the future, into November 15th.
November 15th, we have the
Voldy
wrestling.
traditionally be here. Come here and see Captain Decapitate, that nasty bastard. Even I hate him, but I got to put up with him. Don't call. Yeah, and if you come, please please, this is a plea. Do not call him Captain Crunch, because he just goes off. He goes off.
Unfortunately, a lot of people know Captain Crunch. They grew up with him.
But he just goes off, and I can't control it. There I am again, hitting it again. Can you hear me? Gotcha.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're going to probably do 5 or 6 events a year through Voltage. We're going to always have a VIP section where you can meet and greet with some of the celebrities. We're looking forward. We're going to have some women's matches, I think. It's going to be awesome. And that is 4, 5, 6 times a year. And he has a TV station, Hagerstown. I don't know if you knew that. He has a TV show.
Oh, through the Antietam Cable.
Yes, Antietam.
Antietam Cable,
so, so we get some promoted to that. And, you know, I know Voltage is a good company.
That's why I wanted to get in here and shoot this podcast. We're definitely going to get this on during the month of October.
Oh,
Guarantee on that.
Great.
It won't be next Wednesday, maybe 2 Wednesdays.
Oh.
And the reason I'm not sure is because we've got some kind of Halloween-themed shows we're doing, and we got to get them in, but definitely have to get this in before November 15th.
Excellent.
But go ahead and mark that on your calendar while you're watching this. Mark that, be here.
Yes.
And don't call him Captain Crunch, please, please. I can't control him if you do. Especially in a play, he'll probably be up. He'll be up through the seats.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be everywhere. Yeah.
And he may rip a seat out. I don't know.
Fine. We got a bunch of them we could get demoed. Yeah.
Oh, so he can get, okay.
He can take them all out. He can take them with him if he likes.
I don't think he won't get that. He won't get that mad.
Address. Oh, 7400 Old National Pike, Boonesboro, Maryland. It's the old. So look up Vanish Hall on Google. That's the best way to look it up. 7400 Old Boonesboro Road. Sorry, I should know.
Old National Pike.
Old National Pike. Yes, thank you. That was easy. We are actually also trying to name the whole facility. We want to something town center or Boonesboro, or we're even thinking of the year it was founded. Something. We'd love some input if anyone wants to. Something that, you know, let's go to the town center, but not the town center for the day. If anyone had any cool ideas, we'd love to hear it.
So when is the betting parlor and all gonna
About
be done?
4 to 6 weeks. Maybe for that night it'll be open. And it's all a matter of permits and all that stuff going on. But we're within 6 or 8 weeks of all this happening. So.
And so then, I had a conversation earlier, Super Bowl coming up.
Oh yeah.
If that's set up and they show the Super Bowl in here, you'll be able to sit here and watch Super Bowl, walk over and place a bet.
That's exactly right.
I understand you can place a bet up to the end of the third quarter.
Yes, and they even have live betting. They have live betting, play betting. We, like I talked about MMA, my goal is to have an MMA fight here. We're working on it. We have a couple offers out there, but they will actually do the betting for the fights that are here as well.
Oh,
they can do that. They can set lines.
They bet on MMA.
Yeah, yep, absolutely. So
there you go, professional wrestling. You're missing the boat there. Have betting on you can't have.
That'd be a little tough.
You can't have betting on professional wrestling.
Might be a person or two making a lot of money.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. You could make a lot of money if there was betting on professional wrestling.
I'll tell you what, I love those wrestling shows that are on A&E and all that, the Life and Times and stuff, all the locker room stories and stuff. Those are great.
And what's great about, I've been a wrestling fan all my life since I was like that high. What's great about independent wrestling is a lot of the guys that are here have as much talent as those guys.
Absolutely.
It's just, you know, it's like I'd give the analogy of playing baseball. You know, you got to go through sandlot baseball, and then high school baseball, college baseball.
Yep.
All the levels before you ever make it to the professional level. And the amount of people that start out down here and that make it to the professional level is like 1 out of a million, you know? Same way in professional wrestling. You start out down here, and a lot of the guys working this may get 1 or 2 shots on TV, but to make it to, well, we do have a guy from Hagerstown that LA Knight.
LA Knight, yep.
He made it, he's a champion now. So it can happen, but let me get back to the point. what I like about independent wrestling is you're right there. And you don't have to pay $600 a seat
Absolutely.
to set at ringside.
And you can be a part of the show.
You be part of the show, and you get to meet us. You know, we're not some big star that's going to charge you $20, $30 for an autograph and say, yeah, hey, how you doing? And push you on. We're going to stand there and talk to you because we're just one of you. We just have the privilege of doing what we do because I enjoy, I don't know which I like better, acting or professional wrestling. I think acting probably has a bigger upside for me.
Yeah.
Simply because of my age.
Gotcha.
You know, wrestling is going to get, and I'm limited to what I do, but I can act, I think, a whole lot longer than what I'm going to be able to work in professional wrestling. True. But I love them both. So November 15th, be sure to come out here.
Yep, and you know, the talent is great, and this is not some little this is production, lights, sound, everything. This is a very well put together thing. And you know, I consider the wrestling a lot like singers. You ever go to Nashville, you can go on a Tuesday morning to a bar and see someone that should literally have albums. Amazing people. It just takes that one bit of luck, skill, or whatever, knowing somebody to get to the big level. These guys are all crazy talented, and I'll be honest, they'll even take more chances and do some crazier stuff.
Oh yeah,
and because it's not as scripted, and they can have more fun with it. So this will be a very fun event. We're looking to get 300 or 400 people here, easy, and he's going to draw a lot of people, and it's going to be fun, and we're really excited about this. This is the first non-music kind of thing that we're doing, besides music and movies. So
I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it.
You come, you can grab a steak beforehand, grab a pizza beforehand. Put a little bet down. It'll be fun.
Yeah, this will be the first venue that I've worked in that's a horseshoe venue.
Yeah.
So that's kind of horseshoe and you call this theater seating?
I don't know what you call it. You know,
but it is. The seats go up like this. Stadium. Three-sided stadium. This is the first venue, and from what I understand, we're actually going to be making our entrances.
Yep.
Through this door.
All areas.
And there's lights up here. And
lights. It's going to be incredible. And Mike puts on a great show. And
yeah, it should be good. So okay, we plugged out enough.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Anything else you want to put in?
No, just come by Il Forno. I've partnered with Vanish. I have a little Vanish tap room. This is obviously going to show a little later. Tonight we have music. We have this gorgeous girl from my gym that is an up-and-coming singer. She's going to be there today. But no, Il Forno, this is my new project. This is kind of what I'm focusing on. I've done Il Forno, and you know what? I love acting. Any bone they feed me, I jump in there.
Oh, yeah. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
You know, somebody says, there's a movie shooting today.
Yeah.
Go. And I don't care. I'll be, you know, and I've won some awards for acting, but I'll go be an extra. I love being on a movie set. And just watching how a movie's made.
Right.
You know, even though I've been involved in many movies, I still love watching how a movie's made. But Il Forno Pizza, how long you been in business?
Turned 35 this year.
35.
So that's kind of an accomplishment in the restaurant business. I think like 70 or 80% closed in 9 months. Yeah. So if you scale that to 35 years, it kind of makes it pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But we have I owe it all to my staff, my cooks. I have the greatest team around me. And my customers. And, you know, I am not being braggadocious, but I give, let's see, I've probably fed nurses over 300 times between COVID and now. State police, sheriff's department, Frederick community, veterinarians. I feed nurses, but I love vets, animals. I'm a huge dog lover. You feed people, you do it out of the goodness of your heart, they will take care of you. It's not a bribery thing. It's just do the right thing, and the community respects you. And no one's ever walked into my place without getting a gift card for cheerleading, for a soccer team, for that, the other. If they don't come back, fine, it's fine. I'll always let people try. But I've developed relationships for 20 or 30 years. I've seen people's kids be 5 years old, now they're married with kids. It's been a crazy ride, but this is my part 2. This is acting. I actually did a little stand-up at one point, so comedy I love. I want to get comedy in here, but this is supposed to be a time I'm supposed to be enjoying a little bit more. is a little more work than I thought, but nothing's easy in life. So hopefully this will all work out. I've met some people like Jesse, Ken, all these people through the movie business. Great people. I do acting events at Vanish. They always show up. They support each other. It's kind of a cool little environment.
Yeah.
And whenever someone does a movie premiere, they show up. It's a cool community.
Yeah.
And it's just, and you know what? You literally have every walks of life in there. It's you know, children.
And it is the best pizza in Frederick.
Thank you. Only
and
19 years.
Soon to be the best pizza in Boonesboro, Maryland.
I'm afraid that's going to have to happen pretty right away.
Yeah.
Not a lot of competition in Boonesboro, but we are going to deliver, take out, carry out. We're going to kill it. And guess what? We're going to keep it reasonable. We won't even be Domino's prices. We'll be very reasonable. And every time you come in, you get a Vanish beer next door. Maybe place a bet.
Yeah, I used to go to El Forno a lot when I lived in Frederick. But I didn't know you back then.
Yeah,
I didn't know you back then.
When I met you the first time, you looked very familiar to me, and I don't know if it was from acting. I don't know if it was from wrestling, but
I don't know. But yeah, I lived not over by the college,
right?
And so you know, El Forno was the pizza place to go.
Oh yeah, well, I appreciate the business.
Then I end up meeting you learn in life, it's a small world out there.
It is.
It's a really small world.
El Forno started in Bethesda. Now if I go to Myrtle Beach or Florida or something, I'll wear an El Forno sweatshirt and I'll literally get stopped in airports. Oh, I love El Forno. How can you're in Florida?
Yeah.
No, I went by Bethesda because Bethesda's near DC, and then it's crazy how small and connected we are.
And I happened to look this up before I come here. You know what El Forno means?
I do. The fire.
Oh, I read it was the oven.
Oh,
I guess it is.
No. Forno, I'm sorry, we're messing around with it. Forno is oven, Foco is fire.
Oh, there we go.
But we have an Il Foco that we're developing, so sorry, once again, dyslexic.
Oh.
Yes, it is the oven, but we have a Foco working, that's why I got a little confused. But yes, it's the oven, it's Italian, and there's like 250 Il Fornos in this country. You can't patent I patented my logo, the flame, but you can't patent the word because it's a word. It's an Italian word, it means the oven. So I can't patent it. So there's actually a couple places out there, I won't mention where, Ohio, that has my logo and my menu, and came about 7 years ago. But good luck to you. You're not in my zone, so you don't.
That wasn't in Ohio, was it?
It was in Ohio, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Deerfield, Ohio. Oh, whoops, did I say Deerfield? Anyway, no. But no, I appreciate it. And this is a great little thing.
So if you go into El Forno in Deerfield, Ohio, it's not JP's.
Yes. It might be okay, but
not going to be JP's El Forno
That's correct.
pizza.
No 35 years under the belt.
Give it a try, and give us a review.
Good luck to him. I don't even know if he's still there.
Give us a review. I bet you, and this is just guessing. I bet you he won't be there 35 years because I used to have a small bar and restaurant, and I know what that business is like.
Not easy.
And to make it for 35 years, I was telling you before, I just got an award from the city of Frederick for being a home improvement contractor for 35 years.
That's awesome.
And I know what that takes, you know, because in 35 years, we've rode a lot of ups and downs and, you know, good times and bad times, and the restaurant business is so fickle. You know, you get somebody opens a place up 2 miles from you called The Oven.
Yep.
Boom, then they're going to go there.
Well, actually, I have a funny story to tell you guys. It's on Frederick on Route 40. There's like 11 chicken places. There's Sardi's, Camparo, there's Kentucky Fried Chicken, there's Popeyes, there's everything. Well, Bojangles just came 10 days ago. Frederick, Maryland, intelligent people, hardworking people, 2.5 hour wait in line every day since it's open, Bojangles Chicken. Every review sort of says salty, great biscuits, whatever. But my point is when things are new, they pop, they're exciting. 2 hours, I'm not spending 2 hours for a piece of chicken for anything.
No.
Unless it's gold covered or maybe a beautiful woman's holding it. But I do not understand it all. But there's so much, but it comes to what you said. It's like we're on Route 40, and Route 40 in 35 years has changed 6 times. It was the hot spot, it was the dead spot, it was the crime spot. Now it's coming back. But that's really the thing I'm proud of, because businesses can change, but location, we've been in the same spot. And we had to adjust to everyone that came, and price-wise, and this, that, and the other. Now they're changing my thing to a mixed retail with condos and everything, and they love having a 35-year restaurant, you know, because we're gonna have a brewery, a restaurant, and 4,000 people living there. So it's gonna be awesome.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can't.
Exciting things coming.
Because the bar that I had, we were right up on the hill from an apartment complex.
Yep.
And in that apartment complex this was way back, was where a majority of the Hagerstown Suns baseball team stayed.
Yep.
And so they hung out in my bar, and during baseball season, we would have to actually adjust our ordering of whether the Suns were going to be in town that week or they weren't going to be in town that week, because we were the hangout for them. And of course, if the Hagerstown Suns hang out there, then the girls hang out.
That's true.
Because the Suns players are there. Then the local guys hang out because the girls are hanging out there. We would have to actually, and I'm sure you understand this, adjust our ordering.
Absolutely, yeah. Look
at the schedule and go, okay, are the Suns in town this week or not in town?
That's crazy.
It had that much during the season on our business. So yeah, an apartment 4,000 unit apartment complex, you're going to have to expand.
That's absolutely true.
You're going to have to take over Burlington Coat Factory there soon.
We're actually looking to expand.
Oh yeah?
Carlo might be moving his office one over. I might be taking Carlo's office, but that's all up in the air. But our goal is to have that whole plaza, if we, you know, just
oh yeah,
coffee shop.
I was in a little strip shopping center, and we started out just one unit.
Yeah.
And then there was an orthodontist next door. He moved. We took over his half, so we doubled in size. And then when I sold the business, the people that bought it from me or the next people, they took over the next unit.
Right.
So my little bar went from 1 unit to 3 units.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so it's you run a business right and you treat people right and you have a good product, you can make it for 35 years.
I think the shortest amount of cook has worked for me is 12 years. I have one that's been 35 years and the rest are 15 to 18 years.
Wow.
I literally call them my familia. I pay them amazing. They literally will sub for each other and never worry. And the biggest problem in restaurants is kitchens. My guys are gods. They've all bought houses, cars, had families. They're a part of my family, and I take them fishing, I buy them food, but I could never repay them for what they've done. But you know, people that treat people badly, they never make it.
They don't make it.
They never make it.
Okay, we're going to wrap this up here. So remember, El Forno Pizza in Frederick, here in Boonesboro, Maryland, basically Hagerstown.
Yep.
Vanish Hall,
Branded Steakhouse, El Forno Pizzeria, Vanish, Brewery, sports betting, the book. It's a lot of stuff. Too much to even say.
You can go on vacation right here. Don't have to go to Ocean. Put a beach out back.
Bring a trailer.
Make sure to put a beach out back in a campground, and this will be a destination.
Might be a pile of mud and a baby pool, but maybe that's our start, and then we'll get to it.
Hey, we're talking Boonesboro here.
That's right.
So, you know.
Hey, you take what you can get, right?
Thanks, you,
Jesse.
sir.
That was great.
It was good talking with you.
And they're about to enjoy a meal on me, anything they want at Branded, so I hope they enjoy
What's the biggest?
Well, that's off.
That's off.
Children's menu. Children's menu. Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
You're not getting the Fred Flintstone steak.
Yeah, there you go. Super nice guy, but has his limitations.
I do.
You know?
Children's menu only.
Thanks for joining me. Next Wednesday at 5:36 a.m., Jesse Green in between. And in 2 weeks at 5:36 a.m. on Wednesday, another episode of Jesse Green Live. Thanks for joining us.
Awesome.